bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Forget not all his benefits. He forgives all your sin. He heals all your brokenness. He redeems your life from the pit. Crowns you with mercy, crowns you with love. Slow to anger, rich in love. His compassion rises like the sun from the heavens, high above. Great is his love for everyone. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Every heart be given him praise. As far as the east from the west, he has carried my sins away. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Let his mercy cover the night. From everlasting to everlasting, his kingdom rules in light. Justice for all who are oppressed. He made his ways known to Moses, his acts to the children of Israel. As a father has compassion on the children that he loves, so the Lord shows compassion to the ones who fear his name. He remembers our days are like the grass, but his mercy never fades. His faithfulness will last. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Every heart be given him praise. As far as the east from the west, he has carried my sins away. Bless the
All right, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Friday morning. Welcome to the last day of the week. Oh, man. Heck of a week of trading, huh? Well, if you're here for the first time, welcome. Really glad that you decided to join us this morning. My name is Tyler. I'm going to be helping navigate us through the wild world of future trading. And we're going to see if we can come away with a trade today. I'll be honest with you, the past 2 days have been disappointing for me. The end of yesterday, not the end, but after stream, I slightly went on tilt, caught myself and closed down all my accounts, took another trade and ended up taking a loss and turned my manageable loss into a larger loss. I ended up losing about $800 on each account yesterday. That was tough, and it was all because I convinced myself I was reading the market wrong. I allowed the psychology to get into my head, mess with my head, that I was reading the markets wrong and I had to get it back and make it right, and then I caught myself and then I walked away. So yeah. But we are currently actually in a trade right now. I have a single runner that I have going right now. I ran for data lows, and I'm seeing if we're gonna just sell off. We might get this, might stop back at break even, but we're gonna see if it wants to run lower. But yeah, that's what happened yesterday. Slightly embarrassing, but it is what it is. Stuff happens. Thankfully, no accounts blown, no accounts lost. Just having to deal with the emotions, you know. But I'm in a trade for a short down to I don't know. London low would be nice. Midnight open would be nice. Somewhere around there. We'll see if we can survive New York open with all the volatility that comes in at 9:30. If we do get stopped out, I like the idea of it coming back to previous day high, tagging that, and then moving lower. It is one of the things that I was really thinking about yesterday was the fact that I need to reanalyze my all-time high rules and give myself permission to go long in all-time high situation. That's just the truth. I don't like longing all-time highs, yet it's very necessary that we go long when we're at all-time highs, when we make sure we have a long bias at all-time highs. It doesn't mean I can't go short. I mean, I'm going short right now. Going short is my preference. But I need to have in my morning analysis, even as we do it this morning, we need to have it in light that we could go higher. And what does that look like? And have that as part of the conversation instead of the opposite. So, yeah. We're green already today. Like it to keep it that way. Because everything that I made this week, I lost yesterday. Everything that I made this week, I lost yesterday. It's humbling that all your discipline and progress can go out the window and be lost in 1, 2, or 3 trades. That's what happened. That's what happened to me yesterday. But we survived. We walked away while it was still hard and painful. I ended up doing a lot of gardening yesterday. I ran errands outside. I just did everything but sit down at the computer. I did everything else. I avoided my laptop like the plague. I could feel it. I knew if I was even take a look at it, I probably would have taken a trade. Don't want that. And I think actually I'm going to close this position. We'll see if we can make a lower low here. I'm looking at to see, because here's my logic right now. We, on the 15-minute time frame, we just created change in state of delivery right here. This is big for a continuation to the downside. Doesn't mean we can't get a move higher, and that's what could happen. So I think I am going to close it, and we're going to wait for another retracement higher to then take another move lower. That's how I'm going to treat this. So we'll just secure our profits and then see if something else will come up. So from a 4-hour perspective, here's what we're looking at. 34 minutes on this candle. How this candle closes is going to be my clue. So here's the thing. Yesterday, I looked at this candle here, and it closed. This is before we took this is at 10 o'clock. We took a trade. I took a trade. I was in a trade during the closing of this, and I was confident that we were going to go lower because of how this candle closed. We, in fact, did go lower. We just, with dramatic style, went significantly higher than I anticipated. And that is really what kind of threw me on tilt. Was the fact that am I crazy? Am I crazy? Is my analysis to go to the 4-hour fair value gap insane? It's just, to me, it's just too obvious. against all-time highs. The fact is that we ended up going there, and I didn't get any of that beautiful run. Oh man, I can tell you that is why I stayed away from the charts, because I was so frustrated at myself for taking a loss and missing this. I mean, this is my textbook trade. This is what I preach right here. And I didn't get it. I didn't get it. You know what I did? After we got off, I tried to go long again right here. I went long again right here. I'm like, okay, I'm throwing my hands in the air. What the heck? I'm going long. I was already on tilt at that point. I didn't care what any analysis was. It was wrong. It was the wrong analysis. I ignored my model. Oh my gosh. I ran from the charts. I ran away as fast as I could, because I knew I would have blown all my accounts if I tried to do anything. All right, so here we are today, though. His mercies are new every morning. His faithfulness is true. It's constant. We can rely on him. And even though we come away with a loss, we come away with taking bad trades, doing bad setups, breaking our rules, because that's what I did yesterday. He's still faithful. And he will show himself faithful, and we will prove his faithfulness in our lives. One way or the other, it's going to show up. Now, this is one day. I didn't blow an account. This isn't like an emergency type situation here. My accounts are totally fine. They're all in the green still. The last week was a beautiful green week. This week, I just lost all my profits. That's painful. It's like a week's worth of work just disappeared. It's like it never happened, but you lost all the time. That's what it was like. I'm not taking the 930 model this morning. I'm going to be waiting for a setup. We'll see what the market wants to do at the open. London low and midnight open look juicy. We're going to do our analysis with the ability to go higher. It still could. I want to see us to come into this 5-minute fair value gap right here. Yeah, I assume there was a 5-minute fair value gap. There it is. I want to go short. So yes, I know. I don't. It sounds like, oh Tyler, you don't know how to go long. I want to go short. That's just what I want to do. I want to go short. So I'm viewing this as our manipulation after the news, and then this is our distribution. I just want a retracement higher to be a part of the distribution. I'm seeing this as the manipulation. I want to treat that as the manipulation. Okay? Now, we could go higher, and it might go higher. We'll see. Here is 930. It's the only untagged 5-minute fair value gap. We have the inversion right here. So we have a large gap here. This is where I want to go. I'm going to wait for the first 15 minutes. I'm going to exercise discipline. Look for it to come higher and see how high it wants to go. Maybe it wants to go up for all-time highs again. There's the tag of the 5-minute fair value gap. And we're just going to let it do its thing right now. I will tell you also, yesterday was the first day after I was emotionally stable that I looked at ES and I go, you know what? Yesterday was the day you should have traded ES. Yesterday was the day I should have considered trading ES. And I saw the value in trading ES over NQ. And the trade would have been happen. It would happen at 10:15 right there to go along. No, I'm not, Shane. I'm not. I will tell you that I was emotionally unstable. I was emotionally unstable for the longest time. I ran from the charts. I was mad. And when I say emotionally unstable, all I'm referring to is I was mad. And I knew if I tried to trade anything, I was probably going to quadruple, triple, octuple my size and swing for the fences. Yeah, that was yesterday. It was bad. I could feel it. But do you know what? In the back of my mind, I was like, this right here, being able to master or be in control of myself in these moments is what separates me from an average trader. My ability to do that. So sure, I had a weak moment, but I knew what I needed to do, and I ran away from the charts as fast as I could. All right, so this is exactly what happened. I wanted to see this. A tag of previous day high. Tag of previous day high right here is a breaker. There's the breaker. This is what I wanted. Don't make me go short now, please. It looks really good. I hope it. I just honestly, I want it to blow right through it, so I don't have to consider it. Yeah, that's worth to be proud of. That's admirable, Shane. Staying out, it's admirable. Last 1 minute fair value gap. What is ES doing? Is ES even moving? ES is heavy. Is ES going to lead the way? Should we just go short on ES? I mean, look at that. That's perfect. Same analysis. Just it looks cleaner. I mean, I'm not going to do anything at the moment. I'm going to wait for my first 15 minutes. This is what I'm saying. I'm just waiting. Just waiting. Are we going to get seek and destroy conditions? This is what the first 15 minutes allows me to do. It allows me to see how price is moving so I can kind of get an idea of the condition of the market. Yeah, you could potentially miss a move. But I think getting an idea of the condition that we're in is more valuable. Let me put on some hippity hoppity boom boppity music. All-time highs, here we come, here we come. We're still going higher. I don't know why. Well, folks, in less than 30 days, I'm going to be going on a 10-day vacation. So there's going to be a whole week of no live streaming beginning June 1st. I'm taking my family to Greece. We're going to go on vacation. Thank you. We have the market open. We have 100 people in here. Let's go ahead and pray. I was praying this morning. Father, we honor you this morning. We come before you. We thank you for your faithfulness. Lord, I thank you that your word says in Psalms, it says, "Blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked or stand in the way of sinners, but those who delight in the law of the Lord and meditate on his law day and night." Father, I thank you that as we seek first your kingdom, you take care of us. Everything else is provided for us. So we don't have to worry. We don't have to concern ourselves with down days, bad days, off days, negative events that happen in our life. But Father, we trust you. Thank you. We love you. I pray a blessing over everyone here, that they be blessed in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so look at ES. ES is still wanting to move lower. ES has been leading the way. We are watching ES. We might take the trade on NQ, but we're watching ES. We are on point with ES. It's just ES looks good. Yesterday it looked good. Today it looks good. I don't even know. Do I take a trade on ES? Am I gonna do it? I don't even know. Yeah, I took a trade pre-market. I targeted the data low. I targeted the data low and went short right here at 901, around 901 right in here. We inversed this fair value gap right there. come back up in the fair value gap, and I went short to there. And then I held a runner and then just closed it. Georgette, have you ever what? What's up? Yeah, I anticipate probably lower viewership today because the last 2 days has been rough. We sat pretty much and did nothing. No trades. That was rough. And have I ever? I've only traded it a couple times. No, but I think my assumption is viewership will be lower today because the last 2 days have been rough. Sat and pretty much did nothing, all because we're at all-time highs and I refused to go higher. That's changing today. And honestly, I know what the rule is. If we're at all-time highs, we need to really consider all-time highs. But I didn't the past 2 days. Today is Friday, so if you look at a weekly perspective, we have an opportunity to do the... Okay, so just... I mean, that's absolutely incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's what that is. Just wow. Wow. That's all I have to say. Like, I'm in disbelief. Absolute disbelief. That in war, when things are not very good, that we are just going higher and higher. And it's that feeling right there that has prevented me from going long when the market says I should go long. I'm not going to fall for the trap no more. Now, yesterday did in fact give me the type of day I anticipated. I called for basically a consolidating day, meaning we were going to end somewhere inside this range. I was right. How it played out is not how I thought it was going to play out. So, because of this candle right here, what should we do with this candle? Well, first off, you need to look at something very small and almost unnoticeable. What did we tag? We tagged the daily fair value gap. Just enough. And we've already ran the high. So a double break day. We're already in a double break day. What does that mean? That means that two things. We're not going to come back down here. The likelihood of that happening is very low. What it does mean is we're playing in this upper half, in my opinion. We're either going higher or we're going to play somewhere inside this range right here. And then the lowest percent chance is that we just get insanely large candles that ends up moving lower and we end up down here. That just seems not as likely considering this is 500 points. That would be a 500 point move. I've seen it do it before, but those days are far and few between. Okay, so then we go to the 4-hour time frame, and what do we have? We have a 4-hour fair value gap sitting here. So we'll mark that out. All right, it's 9:45. I got a green light to trade. It's going to give us a large 15-minute candle when we get down there. And we probably are going to try to take a long of some kind. Okay, so we have the 4-hour fair value gap there. We've closed above these down close candles. That says bullish. The 10 a.m. this candle is going to close in 12 minutes. How this candle closes is going to be very important. Now, it's like extremely. This is to me just manipulation. That's honestly how I feel. When we get such an aggressive candle right off the open at all-time highs, I want to see it close back down into here. If we do, we have a shot for some shorts. The hourly, nothing. No fair value gaps, nothing. Our first fair value gap is down here, which we tagged, okay? So we're not even going to consider the hourly right now. Here's the 15-minute. There's our 15-minute candle that closed above these 3 down closed candles. Gives us a confirmation for higher prices. The only thing that we could consider is if this closes as a doji candle, this candle has an opportunity to create a BPR, a balanced price range. And when that does happen, that creates a very aggressive higher time frame 15-minute breaker to the downside. And that would be very aggressive to the downside. And just simply based on how this is looking, I want to see lower prices, but I'm going to read the candles as they lie and not be afraid to take a long. Our 5-minute fair value gap bounced off the 930 5-minute. We have another one here. We got 45 seconds for this candle here. We'll see how this closes and see what happens. We are now at, ES is just at its highs. Let's go up to the 4-hour on ES and let's see what we got here. Because I think ES is leading the way. All right, so we've swept the highs here. How we close on the 4-hour is going to be important on ES. My charts are really slow right now. The way ES is looks as if it's going to go higher. Be honest with you. We got these relatively equal highs, smooth, and I think we need to come up here to make them jagged. ES has balanced or tagged a daily fair value gap as well. We have a double break day on ES as well. Way to go, Alex. consolidation, accumulation, smart money reversal, maybe. All-time highs. If I'm gonna take a short, I need to see basically what we saw yesterday that I did not participate in. I need to see this. Was this it? No, that wasn't it. Why is my chart so slow? What's going on here? Let's close some things. Also on Ninja Trader news, and Ninja Trader is doing a little competition. I might actually enter the competition. I mean, I was like, what the heck? Why not? I mean, it's not gonna. It's May 19th. It's a one-day competition. The max contracts you can trade is 3 micros. So I'm like, why not? It's not like it's gonna hurt me. It's not like me if I blow and if I don't do well, who cares? So I was like, let's do it. Why not? Oh my gosh, isn't that crazy? That's just crazy. It's this right here that makes me not want to go long. It's so hard. We'll see how we close in 5 minutes. Yes, sir. Prop firms. I do all my trading on prop firms. Yeah, Lucid is good. Any of the names on my stream are people that I trust, that I recommend, that I use personally. The only one that I haven't been able to use, and I just recently started, was Lucid, and I like it. The biggest thing I like on there is that there's no renewal fees and immediate transfer to a funded account when you pass your eval. So you could pass your eval on a trade here in the next 5 minutes, and 5 minutes later you could be on your funded account. Not bad. Here's the problem I'm seeing. I did not see any manipulation lower. I didn't see any manipulation lower. I told you that I saw this as my manipulation higher to go lower, but we didn't see anything. So right now, I'm just waiting to see if we get some type of pullback that finds support so we can go higher, or we find a pullback with a failure swing to then continue lower. Those are the two scenarios I'm looking at, and at all-time highs. Either is a possibility, and I'm going to keep both open. If we look at this manipulation leg for the move that we just now see, and we put a target, we are sitting at 1 standard deviation right now. So the length of this move doubled on top of itself is right there. So we've done 1 standard deviation is typically what I want to see, and if we start getting a pullback from there, that would be interesting. I use right now Apex copy, their Apex copier. It's a one-time fee. So I've done some more research on the copy trader thing, and here's my dilemma on me making my own. Is it's a little nerve-wracking to think that I'm now going to be responsible for people's executions. I'll be honest with you. I like coaching and teaching because I can tell you what you need to do, and then you go and you make your own decisions. I'm not a part of that decision. But if I was to build a copier, which I've heavily thought about and have considered and still am, now I'm building something that is expected to perform to perfection. And that's nerve-wracking to think about that. Oh, is the date wrong? Thank you. Maybe that's why nobody's showing up. You got it, Truth Bank. 1 micro contract is all you should be trading right now. Yeah, so higher lows. I misunderstood the 50% rule. I misunderstood it. And I actually had negative things to say about Lucid until I understood the 50% rule a little bit more, and then I was like, okay, that's not as bad. You basically only have to make an extra $2,000 to pull out any of the money that you want. So if you make $4,000, you can pull out $2,000. Now you have a balance of $2,000. Once you make another $2,000, you now pull out 50% of that $4,000, which is $2,000. So in essence, all you had to do was make an extra $2,000 and you can pull out 100% of your money. It's actually not that bad if you do the math, if you math it out correctly. So yeah, it's not bad at all. So if you do the following, if you do Lucid in this manner, you will be able to pull out 100% of your money minus $2,000. Here it goes. You're starting at a 50K account. You make $4,000. You can withdraw 50% of that. This is just crazy. I'm waiting for some type of pullback. You can withdraw 50%. So 50% of $4,000 is $2,000. Great, put $2,000 in my pocket. That's the max amount you can pull out anyway. Just FYI, you can't pull more than $2,000, and so this is where the mathin' is mathin'. So now you're at a balance of $52,000. What do? All you have to do is make $2,000. So you go from $52,000 to $54,000, and now you can withdraw 50% of that amount. How much are you withdrawing? $2,000. So that extra $2,000 you made on your very first attempt just stays there as your buffer, and now you're withdrawing 100% every single time. That is what I missed at the beginning. So, and that's just like a buffer. It's just like a buffer with Apex. You have to make, $2,000 before you can start withdrawing any money. It's the same thing. So, if you do that, and they don't have a monthly evaluation cost, so it's a one-time fee, and you can get it transfers immediate to a funded account right away, it's a pretty good firm. It's a pretty good firm. And if you use the code DTJ on your first time, they're going to give you an even bigger discount than the normal 40% or 30%. I'll have to double check which one's which. But it will give you a first time one, you get a big one. You get a nice discount. I think it's 50%. So with a code on the 50K Pro account, because I use the Pro account, I don't do the Flex. I don't like the Flex accounts. The Pro account is way better, I think. It's a little more expensive than the Flex accounts. The Flex accounts, people are just looking at the dollar amount on what they're going to have to spend, but they don't realize that the Pro account is actually a better account to be trading. And so they are actually getting an inferior product, in my opinion, getting the Flex accounts. But you can get, first time on a Pro account, you can get it for $110. No, it does not have time limits. No time limits. Same way with Tradify. No time limits with Tradify. So I don't feel bad for this expansion higher. Can I tell you why? There was not an entry anywhere. There wasn't an entry. I'm not taking a trade in the first 15 minutes. So my first candle of taking a long was right here. And it exploded higher on me. So there, I mean, in this price action is where I was allowed to take a trade. This is all I've been able to consider for a trade. There's nothing. So I don't feel bad that it's just running higher. Why? Because I didn't have an opportunity. There was zero opportunity for me to even take a long. Okay, so it's just going to go higher, and I'm going to sit and I'm going to wait. I was watching some TikToks yesterday, and there's traders that waited 3 hours for a trade. Okay, how long are you willing to wait? Think of it this way. Let's say you have to wait 3 hours for a trade to show up for your A+ setup, and you make $500. I'll talk about Funded Next here in a second. They're doing a big promotion, a big sale. I'll talk about it. But if it takes you 3 hours to find one setup that makes you $500, what is $500 divided by 3? It's about $150. A little $175. You're making $175 an hour. By waiting. Does that make sense? Part of the job description as a trader is to sit and do nothing. But we don't even consider that. We're like, we got to click the button. So, do your job, be a professional trader, sit, be patient, wait for as long as it takes to see your setup, and then when it plays out, the numbers are going to be in your favor. All right, so LNX. I tried a lot of prop firms and have to say that Funded Next is a really good prop firm. Hello from Germany. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. It's just crazy to think that people from all over the world can tune in. I'm so grateful for that reach. To have a large family like this from all over the world. It's incredible. With that being said, let me tell you about a deal that Funded Next is doing. May 12th, which is in 4 days, there's going to be a new funded there's going to be a new funded account or a new futures funding account that they're going to be launching. And they sent me an email on it. I'm looking for it, but I wonder if it was on here. We'll see how this 5-minute closes. All right, so look at the 4-hour time frame. I'm putting a pause on the funded next. I'm trying to find it and I can't find it. I know they sent me an email. All right, so the 4-hour account. Yeah, the LNX, they do very similar to Lucid and to Take Profit Trader. That's how I see it. All right, so here we go. We got a 4-hour candle that's absolutely gigantic. We have a sweep of that 4-hour fair value gap or 4-hour high. So I see some form of retracement. I don't know how far. Okay. So if I'm going to consider an immediate rebalance, this is the London high right here. So I would not want to go short past London high if I'm going to take a short from up here because we're in this bullish environment, right? But we have a sweep. We have a 4-hour and a 1-hour sweep of liquidity. Okay, this is what I look for to see price begin to run the other way, at least short term. So down to the 15-minute chart here, this 15 minutes candle is going to close here in 3 minutes. If we do that, we can potentially look for price to come into that first 15-minute fair value gap or even around London high. If it not going to do that, once it hits that 15-minute fair value gap, when this closes, we need to anticipate that it could go long, because that's the environment we're in. We're in a bullish environment. So if I'm going to have that mentality of, hey, I don't care if it's at all-time highs, it's showing us it can go higher, we need to consider this 15-minute fair value gap as support. If we want to see lower prices, then it needs to close through this 15-minute fair value gap to then give us confirmation that it wants to go lower. I think it could go low. I mean, we have the setup for it. I like the structure for it, but I need the proof in the market to show me that that's in fact what it wants to do. So we have this 5-minute fair value gap here. Same thing. This is where I'd be looking at finding that 5-minute fair value gap to find support. That's going to overlap with the 15-minute fair value gap right here. So anticipating something like this is probably our best option, because I'm not seeing, as of right now, any opportunity for a short. I don't have the structure for a short. Also, I want to say this. It took only 6 months for this to happen, but with Funded Next, they finally gave me a discount code, DTJ, and now, no matter what, whether you signed up with somebody else or not, you can use the code DTJ, and it will give you, if it's your first purchase, 12% off, and if it's any other purchase, give you 10% off, or whatever promotions they're offering, DTJ will give you that discount. Andrew, Felipe, a lot of other letters, 3571. What's up? I'm glad you found the channel. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I will tell you that the commitment to this journey of day trading is a big commitment. So everybody, I want you to hear me loud and clear. This is not a short-term answer to get quick cash. This is a long-term journey for financial freedom. This is a long-term, multi-year commitment. Multi-year commitment for financial freedom. So if you're looking for cash next week, next month, this year, don't. This might not be for you. Right now, my job is to scare you into thinking that it's not possible in the short term. But if you can commit through the process, you trust in the journey and trust the Lord throughout it, this can be a sustainable income long term. 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. So you got to think to yourself, it's so hard for people to see that far away. It's so hard for people to go, oh yeah, in 5 years, more than likely, I'm going to be able to make money anytime I want. So I'm going to work my butt off for the next 5 years so I can get that. That's hard. That's hard mentally for people to get to that place. But if you can see the end result and commit yourself to the journey, the multi-year journey, it's doable. It's doable. So I'm not here to promote a fake dream, fast cash, because this is not it. You want fast cash, go sell something on eBay. Go do TikTok shops. I actually thought about it, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to do it. It's a commitment. So when I first started, I remember having a conversation with a tax accountant that was specialized in trading, in taxes for traders. And he's saying this, saying that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be profitable. I'll be making money in about 4 months. Oh my gosh, was I naive? 4 months passed, 6 months. Then I said, I'll give myself a year. A year passes. Then I said, I'm going to give myself 2 years. And by 18 months, I finally start making a little bit of money. Start finding success. Finding consistency. I wish somebody told me that, hey, let me rephrase it. I wish I believed what I heard. I wish I believed people when they said, hey, this is going to be the hardest thing you ever do, and it's going to take 2 to 5 years. I wish I believed people at the beginning, because it would have made the journey easier. It would have given me more permission to just grow as a trader instead of feeling like I need to make money to show proof that I'm growing. Because the truth is, the proof that you're growing is in your ability to sit and wait, not make money right now. Maybe for you, maybe if you're brand new. You need to find different metrics that prove to you that you're growing as a trader, because it ain't gonna be about a green account. It ain't gonna be about putting money in your account right now. I'm laying on this thick because some of you need to hear the truth about trading and not live in this fantasy world that I'm going to make money next week. And no, I'm not walking in unbelief. I'm not going against, in Christ all things are possible. You can do it. Nothing's impossible for those who believe. I'm not being that guy of walking in unbelief. I'm telling you the journey. Here's the truth. And here's why I can say this with confidence. I know that I'm not walking in unbelief by saying these statements, because I strongly believe the Lord cares more about who you become in the journey than the result you're wanting. He cares more about the character that's developed in you than you making $1,000 a day. He cares about you being transformed into His image. Now, trading is a great tool for that. And you can be a fast learner or you can be a slow one. If you want to be a fast learner, follow the rules. Follow the rules that I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you the rules again right now. 7 steps. 7 steps. Technically 6, but I throw a 7th one in there because I think it's funny. I'm going to write these down because I want to finalize these, okay? I need to remember these. I'm going to have to watch the video again. No, that one's going to go at number 7 because for anybody to take this seriously, for anybody to watch a video that I make, if I say, hey guys, rule number 1, use the code DTJ, people are going to click off right away. So number 7. Number 7 is the DTJ code. Guys, we're waiting. I'm waiting for something. I'm waiting for something in the charts. Right now, there's nothing in the charts. Guys, I don't even have my charts open right now. I don't even have my charts open. Oh, I mean, they're up, but I'm not even on them. I'm not even on them because there's literally nothing for me to do in this. Okay? Okay, what was number 1? What was number 1? Number 1 was DTJ, but we're moving that to number 7. What was number 2? Somebody tell me. I can't remember. Wow. Oh, number 1 was find a firm that allows you to trade without a monthly subscription. So find a firm, prop firm, with no monthly subscription. There has not been an opportunity to trade. Yep, okay. So that's number 1. Okay, find a firm that's going to allow you to take your time. Number 2, only trade 1 micro. Number 2 is only trade 1 micro. Number 3 is trade only 1 model. You can go to 2 models, sure, but master the first one before you add a second. Okay, number 4 is set a max daily loss. You determine the number, but I'm going to say $200. You cannot lose more than $200 in a single day. Okay, rule number 5, no more than 4 trades per day. And rule number 6, yeah, that's it. Let the trade play out. Don't touch it. Let it go to your stop loss. Let it go to your target. And then rule number 7, use the code DTJ to get that evaluation account. Those are the 7 rules. If you follow that, if you follow these steps, you will grow as a trader. You will grow as a trader. Now, there inevitably is going to be moments in that process that you're going to lose faith in the steps. I did. So I broke the rules, went down this path that was a trail that led to nowhere, and then I had to backtrack my way back into these set of rules. More or less, these specifically. I'm clarifying the rules to be more specific. But every time I went off the path, I found my way back to it eventually. Kingdom, Betsy, take profit trader. Lucid, Funded Next Futures, all are good options. I have all of them. If you want even a cheaper route, you can go My Funded Futures. They're like $67, but you're only going to make $5,000 max on them. Apex, their end of day drawdown option, and they're cheap. You only get 30 days to pass the account though. Only 30 days to pass their account. That's why if you're absolutely brand new, it's not necessarily the best option. Unless you think you can pass it in 30 days. I could make another rule, make it 8 steps and say don't move your stop loss. But overall, these are good, okay? You know what I should put in there? I probably should put something about education. Probably should put something about education for a step. I'm going to make a video on this. Yeah, we're going to make a bonus step. That bonus step is going to be trading for education, not profit. Seven steps and a bonus. That's what it is. There it is. There it is. This is going to be my next video. I need to get on some videos. I'm telling you what. The 30-day roadmap took so much out of me. There was so much work. That I've just been avoiding doing any videos because I just didn't want to do it. I mean, it was a lot of work. All right, so here we're getting some type of candle. So we got a 30-minute doji candle on the 30-minute time frame. Look at this. Look at that. 30-minute doji. Inside the range. So that means the 15-minute also gave us something inside the range right here. I don't know if I like that. I mean, we're probably going to run to this 15-minute and potentially the 5-minute. Okay, more than likely that's what we're going to see here. So here's the 15-minute. If it can stop here, not hit this level, come back up here into this fair value gap, I'll take the trade. But it doesn't look like we're going to get that. If we get this to this, I'll take it. But I'm not going to if it tags it first. Okay? It needs to come up to here. And then I'll take the trade. It's outside of the macro period. That's the only scenario I'll take a short right now, is this has to be untouched. And then I need to see my setup. The setup right now technically would be right here at that breaker. You could even go down to the 30-second and see it, a better version of it. See that? There's the breaker right there. Here's the first inversion we're coming up to right here. Let's look at the, 15 minute is not tagged there on ES. We got a doji on the 15 minute as well. All this looks good. We do risk it running at all-time high. So what is our risk here? If we put stops at that, is 35 points for 50 points. And potentially down to this 5 minute, which would be 90 points. I like that. If I can get into that, if I can get into this inversion right here, I will take that risk for one contract. So somewhere in here. That's not the 1030. We don't have a 1030 model yet. So no 1030 model because there's no fair value gap. I'm going to not take the trade right here because it is 1033. And I'm gonna demand it to give me what I want if I'm gonna take the trade. Okay, you could take the trade here. It's just gonna add a little more risk to you. That's fine. If you're okay with the risk, it could turn into profit. It may go against you, and you just got to be okay with the loss that it would give you. Here's why I'm willing to take a short, okay? This is for higher low. I'm still watching it. Because this is what we get when the market does that exasperating move higher. This. That right there. And then we get this move. That's what I missed yesterday, and I was pissed. All right, there's my entry. We're looking at the 5 minute and the 15 minute. Okay, so I'm in this trade. Stop will be moved to break even once we hit this 15 minute fair value gap. Because I'm going to run for the 5 minute. I'm gonna shoot for the 5 minute. That's what I want. So break even is at 29,075. So as soon as we run this low here, horizontal line right here, as soon as we cross this that orange line, I'll move my stop to break even. And then my target's going to be the 5 minute fair value gap. Okay, stops at break even. Profit should be taken if you want. I'm shooting for the 5 minute. That's what I want. You could take profit right here. I'm just telling you what I'm doing because I'm already green for the day, and I'm going to see if I can get a bigger trade. But it's a free trade for me nonetheless. And you could you could be profited right now. You could be green and be out. Okay. The reason I'm moving to stop to break even, because as far as the market goes, if it wants to go higher, it may only need to go to the 15 minute fair value gap, and that's it. potentially go higher. So see that? Here's the 15-minute fair value gap I'm talking about right there. We tagged it. So I have a real possibility of being stopped out, and I'm okay with it. I'm already green. I want to see if I can get the bigger move. Down to the 5-minute, which is sitting right here. Because we haven't had a 5-minute fair value gap in any of this. This is our first 5-minute right there. Yeah, it doesn't, I mean, I'm telling you that I'm expecting more for the trade. I'm expecting more, and it may not give it to us. So that's why I've mentioned multiple times, anybody that may have been in the trade, if you're really wanting to be green, you should have taken profit there. If we get this inversion right here, this is actually an inversion for a long. This right here. If it inverts this, I'll probably just close the position and take this small win that I got. All right, so I'm going to close the position there. I'm just going to take that for small win. We violated the inversion. This would technically be a long right here to this high. So high probability I would have gotten stopped out anyway. If it runs in my favor, then I'm missing the trade. I made 20 bucks on that. 10 points. But that's a small scalp based on what we see, based on this 15-minute fair value gap. This would also be another long right here to this high. Into that fair value gap. If it comes back down into this inversion before it hits that high, I may consider taking a long. Because I was already in a long, I was in a short by the time I was telling you guys this was the case. But once we hit this high right here, now I'm open to consider a short again. I'm not going to take a short until we have confirmation that I want to go lower, because this could still just push higher and higher. Are you guys seeing how I'm reading the market here? Are you guys learning anything? Hit the like button if you appreciate the commentary. All right. I'm going to do a test long right here as this being a failure swing. Let's see how this candle closes. If it doesn't inverse this, I'll take a long here. All right, that's enough for me to take a long back to that high. Well, let's just see if it plays out. Okay. Basically, the profits from my last trade is what I'm risking in this trade. Target has to be this high because that's the inversion that we're taking based on this sweep. Being in a bullish environment, redelivery from a 15-minute fair value gap. Let's see if it gives it to us. We haven't hit the fair value gap yet. We haven't hit the swing high. We're just about there. All right, so there is the inversion to the upside. Now we just hit that fair value gap. This is where I'd want to see price hold. If we're going to see a breaker to the downside, this is where I'd want to see it. Okay, this is the breaker that I want to see hold. Now we're in this waiting period for the next 10 minutes or so to see how we interact with over in this area. Also, we have this fair value gap that we found support in. This is our short position if we're going to take a short off of this breaker. I want to see it hit this fine resistance here, come up under here, this inversion, and then turn this level into a breaker as well, right there, to then target the 5-minute fair value gap. Okay, so that is what I'm looking at. Now, I'm not going long because I've already taken 2 trades, one short and one long. We're in the 11 a.m. macro to potentially reverse, and that means I might miss out on the long. But if you look at the 15-minute candle here, we did not close strong. If we look at the 30-minute candle here, we closed inside of the previous candle with a large wick. If we look at the 60-minute, we have 15 minutes left to determine where this is going to close. So I'm going to wait for 11 a.m. most likely. If I'm going to go long, I need to see this 15-minute candle close bullish, meaning this candle higher here, and then give me the retracement for the long. I don't want to do it before. I want to see this candle close above the previous candle's high, so I know that we're in that continuation type situation. This is our bullish breaker. No, I don't. Hit the like button if you want to do the daily affirmation. Once we hit 75 likes, we will do our affirmation for today. Today's affirmation is going to be based on Luke chapter 8. All right, we are 5 minutes till 11 o'clock here. The hourly looks to be strong. The 15-minute looks to be strong. I could see us referencing and coming back to this level if we're not going to do it now, towards the end of the day. All right, we have our numbers. We have 75 likes. For those that are here, don't leave, because I'm going to share an affirmation with you that will encourage you and help you stay the course. It's good. It's good. It's good. Let me get it set up here. You'll like it. You'll like it. You'll like it. All right, so this is an affirmation based on the story in the Bible of Jesus calming the storm, being in the boat with his disciples, and them freaking out, wondering, how could Jesus be sleeping? How is he sleeping in the midst of this storm? That is the affirmation we're focused on here today. Here's the affirmation. The storm can rage, but I stay in peace. I do not trade from panic, pressure, or noise. Jesus is teaching me to stay calm in chaos. My peace is stronger than the volatility around me. I trade steady, clear, and anchored in Him. Here's the thing. There's going to be chaos that goes around you. I experienced that chaos yesterday. In my emotions. And I had to get back to a place with the Lord of trusting in His leadership. Hey, it can be chaos around me. Okay. But inside, I'm going to be at peace. I'm going to be at peace in my walk with Him, in my trading. I'm going to continue what I know I'm supposed to do, and I'm going to persevere through it. All right, so it is 2 minutes till, and we have made a new high. What it didn't give me was the breaker right here that I would have considered to go long. We took the inversion higher, made 20 points on that. We took the breaker low, made 10 points on that. So there's 30 points of trading so far. If you closed it down here, that would have been about 50 points of trading so far. No, because that was a 50-point trade right there, and then we took it. That would be 60 points we've made. I didn't close that trade at 60 points or at 40 points, though, personally. So, hey, 60 points in a day, 60 points of trading in a day, that's not bad. I remember the days when I was just trying to get 5 to 10. All right, I'm done with the slow music. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul. All within me, bless His holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Forget not all His benefits. He forgives all your sin. He heals all your brokenness. He redeems your life from the pit. Crowns you with mercy, crowns you with love. Slow to anger, rich in love. His compassion rises like the sun. From the heavens, high above. Great is His love for everyone. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Every heart be given Him praise. As far as the east from the west, He has carried my sins away. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Let His mercy cover the night. From everlasting to everlasting, His kingdom rules in light. Justice for all who are oppressed. He made His ways known to Moses, mercy never fades. His faithfulness will last. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Every heart be given Him praise. As far as the east from the west, He has carried my sins away. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Let His mercy cover the night. From everlasting to everlasting, His kingdom rules in light.
We're sitting here waiting, folks. There's nothing I can do right now. I didn't, grace to glory. I shared earlier in my stream that I went on tilt and ended up losing about $800 per account and caught myself after about 3 or 4 trades. And then I ran from my computer. I went and I gardened for a few hours. I was mowing grass. I was cleaning edges. I was planting some vegetables, some lettuces, and I'm just like, I can't do anything on the computer because I saw the big drop that we had, and if I put myself in a position, I would have probably blown all my accounts. Thankfully, 0 accounts were blown in the identity crisis that I had yesterday. Here's what I need from you, Grace. Grace to glory. Can I just call you Grace? Or I don't even know if you're a man or a woman. Are you? I don't know, because I don't want to say Grace if you're a man. But it's just easier to say Grace. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'll call you Mr. Grace. Mr. Grace. If you can give me the strategy you use for the SMTs, okay? I will backtest that. You give me how you use the SMT, I can code that, and I can actually test it over 6 months, and I can see the results like that. I would do something like that. So, do you have a specific model you use with the SMTs? And what are the specific requirements in the SMT that you're looking for? Is it between the 3 of them? The 3 indexes? Is it an SMT on a specific time frame? Is it an SMT within 5 minutes of each other, 10 minutes of each other? It needs to be very detailed. There can't be any ambiguity in it. Does that make sense? Email me. Send me an email. And then I don't want concise. Yeah, I'm on Tradify. I don't want concise, Mr. Grace. If you have like Speak Flow or Whisper Flow allows you to push a couple buttons and you just word dump everything, and then it basically transcribes your voice. I love it, because then what I can do is I can take that, put it into Claude, and I can actually pull out the specifics and then create a systematic approach with it. So I'm not going to go back and look at all the SMTs, but if you do this, I will do that. And I can put that into something that can truly backtest it. Here it is. It's Tyler at thepurposedriventrader.com. He never gave a strategy there, RMP. What he gave was insight on how you will always see some form of SMT. Yeah, NQ is not going up. It's like it looks heavy. I mean, it really doesn't look that heavy. I mean, this is bullish. Yeah, like for those, I sent an email out to everybody. I can put the link to this in the chat, but check this out. Watch this, okay? I'm going to put a text box right here, okay? I'm going to show you that I can type right there. Do you guys see that? Now, if I hold two buttons on my computer, two buttons, I'm going to hold them and see what happens. Right now, when I hold these two buttons, it shows nothing on the chart right now. And shows nothing next to where the cursor is flashing. But when I let go of these two buttons, look what happens. It adds all of the text that I just said into the text box that I had there. I can't tell you how much time this has saved me. This has saved me hours of work. I have it right here. I'll tell you how many words I've typed out. That it's typed out for me. It's typed out 70,000 words. 70,000 words in 35 days. 70,000 words in 35 days. How much time would it take you to type out 75,000 words? It'd be crazy. So now this is an affiliate link, okay? I'll get a month free if you check it out, but this will also give you a month free if you're interested in it. I can't tell you, it has saved me so much time. Like I'm happy to promote this company because of how much value it has given me. If you do anything on the computer for an extended period of time that you need to type out, you select the type box, you start typing with this, and boom, it will do it for you. It's just, and then it corrects your uhs and your ums. It takes those out and then puts the exclamation points, the periods. You just talk, and then it formats it perfectly. No, I didn't create it. This is something that I personally use extensively every single day, and it has saved me so much time. I mean, things that save me time, I love, man. I love. And this is one of those. All right, here's a breaker and an inversion to the upside. I'm not interested in it because of how heavy, because of the wicks that I'm seeing on ES. If it finds support here, that is not a... nah, I don't like it. There's no entry. There's no opportunity here. This was our 15-minute model right there. We took a partial of that. I think we have a short opportunity until ES hits this 15-minute fair value gap. That's where I'd be looking. I think we have an opportunity there. We'll see how this 15-minute candle closes on NQ here. But that's what I would really be looking at, is the 15-minute fair value gap. We do have a 5-minute fair value gap right here. We have a small break of structure right here. If price comes up into this fair value gap, I'm not opposed to taking a small short. We got an order block here, break of structure, breaker with a fair value gap if the fair value gap stays. No fair value gap. I'm not gonna trade consolidation. That's what I'm seeing with the lack of fair value gaps here. Do you see the difference between here and then here? There's not a, this one gave me a clear opportunity that ended up not working. But you could have profited on it. Here, there's nothing. honestly, I think we hit the 5 minute, we bounce higher. And I think we could take that. I think that's the approach that I want to take. If this 5 minute overlaps with ES hitting this 15-minute fair value gap, I will take that long. Does that make sense? Because I think when we hit this 15-minute fair value gap, we're going to find some form of support that will push price higher. What do we have here? We have a bullish breaker. That is a redelivery from this 15-minute sweep. So I need to see ES hit this level here. All right, take care, crypto. Did we tag that 5 minute? Oh my gosh. Look at the tag of the 5 minute. I just don't know if I'm going to react that quickly. And I wanted to see that 15 minute filled. You don't get everyone. Oh, that was a 5 minute fair value gap. We hit the 15 minute. I'm going to take a long here off of this 5 minute and see if it gives it to us. Just gonna go for a 20 point scalp. I'm not gonna look for anything huge. I'm ready to be done for trading.
You make me dwell in will.
All right, target hit. Another 20 points there. Off of the 5 minute fair value gap that we dipped down into. Going long into the abyss. I think I'm learning my lesson, folks. I don't need it to go higher. I'm not going to try to force anything. I'm just going to take the scalps. I'm going to take the wins. I mean, I'm up over $200 on each account. If I take $200 times 15, what is that? Let's find out. I don't even know. 3,000? Is that what it is? I think it's 3,000. $200 times 15. Yeah, it's 3,000. So I'm up $3,000 today. Now, I lost 800 per account yesterday, so times that by 4. I lost 12,000 yesterday. But if I can be patient, I can be diligent, follow the rules, follow the plan, I'll make that back. I'll make that back, and I'll be stronger for it. One day I want to be like you. Thank you, Mary. That black line was me considering a short. I wanted to see if it considered a short there. I think I had this before I realized we already tagged the 5 minute. So if we didn't hit this blue box and we came up to here, I wanted to see that as a potential short to that area. But because we hit that 5 minute fair value gap and I saw this reaction, I'm like, I'm going to take the long based on this. So I should have deleted it, but I didn't. I love watching your stream, but man, ICT is trading blind. I mean, I'm profitable, so I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna stick with what I know. I start at 9:15. All right, guys. I do pray before trading. Actually today we prayed at 9:38. I was 8 minutes late. I like to pray at the open. We're gonna call it a day right here. I'm grateful for the recovery day. I'm grateful for the recovery day. I'm grateful that I'm transparent and I share those details with you guys because it takes the pressure off me. It takes the pressure off having to be perfect. So good recovery day. We haven't made back everything that we lost, but I believe next week we will. Next giveaway will be probably next week or two. I'm going to be giving away a couple more Apex accounts. And I should have a couple more Take Profit Trader accounts, my favorite. We'll give some of those away too. So, we're gonna end it there. If you're not a part of the academy, guys, consider joining. We'd love to have you. Be a part of the Discord. Be a part of the growing community here of Christian traders, believing, God-loving, God-fearing, purpose-driven traders. So, if you have questions on that, let me know. God bless, guys. Stay safe. Have a wonderful weekend. Love you all. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
From heaven you look down, searching for those who understand, those who seek the truth, but none take your hand. No one does good, no one stands tall, but you lift the lowly, you see it all. No one does good, you see it all. No one does good, you see it all. They devour like bread, the poor they take.